Welcome people from Earth and beyond. Today I'm starting a new series on how to build a budget gaming PC for under €300. Well, I guess dollars too, because there's not much of a difference in currency. So my NZXT Phantom 410 is up and running right next to me, because that's what I'm editing this video on. And, well, this is going to be the first part of how to build it. Well, the first part of actually the whole series, because the first part is about building it and connecting all the cables, putting it in the case. And then the second part is installing the system and drivers. There's only 2 parts, so see ya in the build. NZXT cases feature a great sleek design, fan controllers, and built-in fans. So totaling up, go to your nearest store and get one. The parts we will be using are right here on the table in front of me. The motherboard is the 78LMT USB 3 motherboard, and you will know that if you've watched my previous video. For the RAM, we're using HyperX Fury 4GB DDR3 memory, and here we have all the hard drives. Now I'm not going to go ahead and list all of them because they're in my other video. Here we have our DVD player, our DVD-ROM, our RW, whatever, one SSD, 320 gigs. Now I'm having a conflict on what I'm going to use for my boot SSD. It's either going to be this, or wherever it went, disappeared, doesn't like me. This, 500 gigabyte, well, normal one, not an SSD. But it's slimmer, so I don't really know. So it's either this or this for my boot SSD. And under this is my custom modded hard drive, spray painted. And then for the case we'll be using the NZXT Phantom 410, which has come not that long ago. Then we have my power supply. Now the power supply is going to be upgraded when it finally comes. It's going to be a Corsair modular power supply. So for now we're just using this, one of my old ones, which I've modded with this little cube. So I added more SATA power things, but it's probably not going to power all of them since it's pretty small. So let's get to the actual building. So what you're going to want to do at the start is take all your stuff off your workbench, put them in a safe place, like on the box, because that's totally safe. And you're going to want to use your box as your base for the motherboard. Then you're going to unclip this. This time I'm actually going using an AMD processor, which, just in case you didn't know, if you're a noob, is not an AMD processor, which I've used for all my other builds. Now, if you want a competition, there is a competition at the end. I've got lots of these little processors. They're Intel Core 2 Duo, 3 GHz. They're dual core. Worth it. They all work. In fact, there's one in my emergency computer down there, which I'll be showing off later. Now, AMD processors are a little bit different because they're more like the traditional ones. They've got lots of pins, and if my hand only stopped moving, but it won't. So as you can see, they've got lots of pins, and you have to make sure not to damage those pins because that would be terrible. So what you're going to want to do with the CPU is you're going to want to take it, and if you have a close look, you'll see that there's a little triangle at one side of the CPU. Now there's also a little triangle carved into the edge of where the CPU socket is. So you're going to want to take your triangle and line it up with this triangle. And then you put the lever down and you wait till it clips. That's it. That's your CPU installed. But then you're going to want to take a little bit of thermal paste, which I have right here. Now, most people put down too much, but all you're going to want to put down is just a little dab. Just like this much. That's probably even too much. But yeah. You definitely don't want more than that. Then you're going to take your fan. I'm using the Spire CPU cooler. There it is. So here is my CPU cooler. It's round. It's really cool. I bought it off Amazon, like most of these things. The rest was bought off eBay. So what you're going to want to do with the CPU cooler is turn it the right way so that the cable is closest to the fan socket. And you're going to want to, on the Intels, it's easier, much easier. So first on this side, clip it on this thing. Clip it onto the side, just like this. Then light the fan down. Unlock this because it was just locked. Then slowly put it down and clip it onto the other side. Now it's being unclipped here. That's the pain. It's the pain of installing the CPU cooler. Because as I said, on the Intel motherboard, it's much easier. You just clip it on. There, and you have to hold it on the other side so it doesn't unclip. You're going to want to find the clip on the other side, which I have just found, just right here, and you're going to want to, there, slide it on, and then pull this tab back until you hear a click. Click. There, that's the fan installed. So, then you just plug it in. There we go. Now, most people do this differently. I install the fan first, and the CPU. Now what you're going to want to do is take your beautiful RAM, unbox it, there we go. And I think I should do it from the other side too, but I couldn't be bothered because I'm lazy. And there is a beautiful HyperX 4GB DDR3 memory. So, these are your RAM sockets. Make sure to get the right RAM for your socket. This is DDR3. Now, what you're going to want to do, if you have 4 different types, they're obviously going to be color-coded. Now, not obviously, but yeah. Down here, if you have a closer look, it even tells you what you should install first, and what second, and what third. So if you look carefully, the silver ones, the grey ones, silver, whatever, they are first. So I'm going to install my RAM into the first little RAM socket there. Just click, and just click again. There. Clicked. And that's our RAM installed, our beautiful HyperX memory. Now, there's nothing else to do with the actual motherboard itself, because all the rest is going to be done inside the box. So, I guess let's get to the unboxing and opening of the box. Now, if you're intelligent enough, like I was, by the way, that was sarcastic, to put everything on top of your box, now you're going to have to take it off to open your beautiful box. Yeah, because... So, now I'm going to open my beautiful box. The address should be blurred out. And open it. Cut the tape. And on the other side, just like this. And on the other side, just like this. Now I'm able to open it. Imagination! What's in the box? No one knows. Of course we know. Now, most cases are going to be put upside down inside the box, so you can do some magic and go like this. And then you can pick up the box, and magic. Inside it is a case. So now, the top, it disappeared. So you're going to want to take this thing off. to this. Okay. Now I'm keeping that because it's really cool. And then this plastic off. Now it's under the case too, which makes it a lot harder. Then you take this foam thing, back up there. So this is our case. Now, that's what it will look like the first time you unbox it, but I could not wait to unboxing it, so I unboxed it way before. So, now you're going to want to open the box, and this is going to be zoomed in, totally zoomed in. So yeah, now that the box is opened, by the way, this is an NZXT Phantom 410, and I'm going to show you some specs now. So this case comes with a lot of cool features. One of them is you can take out this whole tray if you want to install one of those giant graphics cards that just go through the whole length of your case, which is crazy, by the way. Don't do that. Another feature is that it comes with 3 pre-installed fans and one here at the front, and this one on top has a blue LED, which is really cool. So the first thing you're going to want to do with this case is you're going to want to take your standoffs. Now you're going to want a simple Phillips screwdriver. Good news, I found a screwdriver. It was not lost. So you're going to want this little thing that comes in the box. I forgot what it's called. But you put your standoffs inside, like this. And you're going to want to install the standoffs for your motherboard here, 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 and here. Here. And a few other places too. But down here it actually tells you which one is for your motherboard. Now I have a micro ATX, so that's U9, and that means I have to install them everywhere it says U9. That says U2. That's a band. Okay, I'm gonna look for the U9s. U8. God dang it, I know where I'm installing my standoffs. It's easy. Just look at the board. Okay, one goes here. Na 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 na. Oh. God dang it, you. It's U1 that I was meant to be looking for. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to find out what my board is. I'm going for M7. What is an M7? I don't know what an M7 is, but I'm going for it. Na 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 na. So there is one standoff. And then you take this off and install your next one. I'm gonna speed this up because it's gonna be hilarious trying to watch me install standoffs. I've never done this before. All my boxes had pre-installed standoffs. I'm getting there! Oh, come on! I think this one should have pre-installed standoffs too. Oh, come on, okay. I'm gonna do this with my hand. Get in there, pussy. Oh, I was nearly in. Why doesn't that one go in? It doesn't like me. It's in! This is where the music should go. Nah, should be more happy. The music should be happy, not like me. Not like on a funeral. Okay, then up here. No! I hate standoffs, by the way. In you go. I'm gonna laugh if I install these in the wrong place. No, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm gonna be mad. In you go. That's the next one. Now I'm just looking at my motherboard, checking where each and every one of these should go. So the next one's going to be here. Oh, look, I found U9. Okay, interesting. You know, the easiest way to check where all your standoffs go is just place the motherboard in, like this. Okay, so these two are in the right place. This is in the wrong place. Now I'm gonna put them in there. Okay, so this one's in the wrong place. I knew it. I knew I was gonna install something in the wrong place. It was meant to be here. See, I'm an idiot, so I didn't know that one. And the top 3, just like this. Now in the future, also going to be doing water cooling in this case, and if you want to see a full review on this case, that's going to be a video I post when I'm done building this, because I need something to edit it with, because there was a little fight going on in that video, and no, the case did not get injured. I should put a sign up there saying, no cases were injured during this video. Sean actually made that up yesterday when he was gonna make a laptop test. Throw it down the stairs or something, I don't remember. He wanted to write, no laptops were injured during this making of this video. Of course. So if we were doing a video, it's obvious something would get dismantled. Okay, this is, I can't let you watch all this. Now, I'm gonna check the motherboard again. Oh yes, pussy, here we go. Here we go. So there. There. Oh. Okay, now that the standoffs are finally installed, because that one was actually wrong, I had to move it to there, and it was just really annoying. You're going to want to get your power supply, and if it has a fan, and you're used to going fan down, this time you're going to have to go fan up, unless you want all your air to get trapped at the bottom. Plus it wouldn't even fit, because that's for certain reasons. Now, they give you fan screws, they give you power supply screws, which look a little bit different than the rest. Here is a little close-up of what they look like. They have a little side thing, like that. So what you're going to want to do is install those at the back. Just like so. Can you see that? Can you see that? So this is going to be me installing fan screws. So, in they go. I'd laugh if they wouldn't fit. There. And another one just right in there. Ta-da! And now you need two more. I was hoping I would. In goes the screw. Now we're going installing the motherboard. The screws you're going to want to take for installing your motherboard look a little bit like this. They're more flat than the last ones. Just like that. That's a detailed look at them for like a few seconds. And you're actually going to want to take that before you install the motherboard. And you're going to want to take the I/O plate and press down on the four sides of it to get it to, four corners I mean, to get it to install. One. I never knew how to install these, by the way. Ouch! Just made a hole in my finger. This isn't so easy as it looks, by the way. Okay, maybe it's easier than I thought. Because that's the I/O plate installed. Don't tell me I installed it wrong. Okay. So that's the I/O plate installed. Oh no. I think I put the standoffs in the wrong place. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm safe. So, this is going to want to be installed here, 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 and here. We've gone through this. Come on. You want to take your screwdriver. That one's non-magnetic. Because I lost my magnetic one somewhere. I'm going to look for you screwdrivers. And I'm going to find you. And when I find you, you're not running away. Now, an intelligent person would first install this one. Because it's the middle one and it's like a holder. I need my magnetic screwdrivers, come on! see, this one's being installed. It's like this. The middle one first, as I said, because it's going to hold the motherboard in place while I install the rest. So, now I'm going to want to take the rest. Now this isn't going to be hard because these screws are really easy to find. So, controller, which then connects through one of these. Yep. So now we're going to connect the cables. So the first cable is going to be the power cable to the motherboard. And now I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this. Should I just go like this, straight off to the motherboard? Or should I let it through there and go all the way like that? I don't even know would it be that length. But because I like nice cable management, I'm actually going to try that. So I'm going to take the back panel off, just like this. Hi! And I'm going to take this cable through here, through this first cable management hole. Hold it so it doesn't fall off, because these sometimes fall off. I don't think I could get away with this. No. No, I wouldn't say so. No. So I can't get away with doing that, but I can get away with doing a whole ton of different stuff. Other stuff. So I'm just going to connect this straight, just like this. Just like that. Then I'm going to take this one, the power supply. No. Now I'm going to take this one, the CPU one. Now this is an ATX 12 volt. This is only 4 because this is an 8 pin, but I only have a 4 pin. So I'm gonna do my best to actually connect this in here. Now my new power supply, the Corsair one, is going to have 8 pins, which is really good for me because I hoped about that. So that's this. It's not really good cable management, but got a better idea, write it down in the description. So I'm hoping that this will be the only 2 cables going through there, because the rest I'm pulling in through the back. Just like this. Through you go. Through you go. Yeah, this is perfect. This is nice and snug. See, all the other cables I'm hoping to have at the back, which is going to be pretty hard because the panel is further away from the back, but it's not like extremely far. So it's going to be hard, but it's going to be possible. Taking all the cables through there. This one too. And this one also. Just like this. So the only 2 cables I have here right now are these 2, which is pretty well managed. So as you can see here, I'm going to take this off so I can show you the cables at the back. See, this is really helpful. And I'm going to show you. This is what you plug your fan controller into. So I plug this in, and then you can plug all your fans into these little things, and they're all powered by that one cable, which is extremely helpful because you can have a bunch of fans and then maybe a radiator up here at the top, and your pump going through these, well, water cooling grommets. There we go. So I've connected the fan controller, and I've connected all the fans. Now, here we have a USB 2.0. Here we have a USB 2.0 cable. So I'm going to take this through. Where are the USB 2.0s? They're there. So I'm actually going to take it through this hole, because the bottom one would not give me as much. Now, this is actually the HD audio, so that goes all the way down here. Boom. That's for your speaker and headphone jack at the very top. And now the USB 2.0s, which can be found down here. And I'm also going to take these through this one, just like this, and connect them in right here. Now I'm going to take the USB 3.0, and it goes all the way down here, so I'm hoping that it will be long enough, just like this. Oh, come on, be long enough. Don't do this to me. So yes, it's long enough. And I'm just going to plug it right in here. There. Bingo. Boom. That's plugged in. And that's really everything. Except, now we're going on to the hard drives. Now, I'm going to take this hard drive bay, and the NZXT company was really nice to think of making Toolless drive bays. So all you do is you put your drive in here, just like this, and you line up the holes in the hard drive to the little magnets, just like this. Now, sometimes they fall out, and it's really annoying, but, I mean, you can get used to it. Like, one actually fell out just there. And then I'm just going to put this one back in, just like this, because they're really easy to put back in if you needed to install an SSD. There, that's Toolless. So it's really nice and really cool, and I like cases like this. And I just slide them into the back. Now, this makes my cable management even better, because the actual plugging in of the hard drive is all done at the back. See? There's nothing down here. But that also does mean you're going to need quite a long SATA cable. But that doesn't matter, because most SATA cables are pretty long. Now I'm going to take my 320 modded hard drive, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with it. Now I'm going to fast forward until I reach the SSD. Now, this is an IDE hard drive. Yes, it's an IDE. It's one of the older ones. So before I put in the IDEs, I'm actually going to put this one in. Now, for the simple reason that I was doing this one wrong for a while, it was a bit harder, but then I realized I was doing it wrong, and it went as simple as hell. There. I hate when these fall out and then they don't want to come back in. I also hate when they're broken like this. This one's a faggot. Okay, there we go. Now, I just realized that my layout will have to be changed, so I'm going to have to move one of the IDEs up and one of the SATAs down, because I need to put my SSD at the very bottom, so my SATAs can reach it. So, NZXT have let you put in SATAs, but what you need to do is take out these little pins and put them in a safe place, like I just did there. I'm putting them into the trophy, just like this. And take some of those mounting SSD screws, which look a little like, well, they're flat. They're really flat. I'll show you 2 seconds when I find them all. There's another one. There is another one. These little screws, they look just like that. And they're really flat. So you take your SATA, and you, you take your SATA and you align it with these holes here on the bay, and you put your screws in, just like this. Then your SSD. And you go ahead and screw them in, just like I'm going to do here now. That's one in. 3 more to go. Now, guys, I'm trying to show you everything I'm doing here, but it's really hard because I don't have my workspace done yet. So, I'm just saying that sorry for any bad view of everything, because I guess it's not the best video. But if you do want to watch a really good video, you can go ahead and watch Linus Tech Tips. And you can go ahead and click right here on my fan if you want to go watch him, because he's fantastic. Now, I'm just going to finish this like that. Whoa. That's my SSD mounted. Now, you just put it in normally because there is no difference to an SSD than to a normal hard drive here. Slide it in there. That's all my SSDs in. So now, that's all my hard drives in. So now I'm just going to slide this in, just like that. And they're all mounted. Now I'm going to need my SATA cables. These actually come with the motherboard. So you get 2 SATA cables with a motherboard, and one of them is a right angle, which is useful for my little SSD here. So I'm actually going to use this one for the SSD first. Oh, yeah, the SSDs clip out really easily because they don't put as much pressure onto the bays as the big ones do. Nope, not here. Up the very top. And I'm going to mount it right here on my motherboard. Thankfully, Gigabyte have really nicely put these top. So now I've put on the flash, and I hope that's going to help a little, but probably not much. So I'm very sorry for everything that's not going to be as neat. And I'm going to plug this into number 1, just like this. Come on, where aren't you going? Oh, okay. Fair enough. That just makes it easier for me. There. So as you can see, this is really nice, but I just realized that instead of making the cable go all the way, I can just put it through here. Which is really nice because that's, again, more cable management. And as I said, I'm addicted to cable management. Okay, now let's get my SATA cables. First of all, I'm going to use these ones because they look pretty new. The black ones. So I'm going to connect my first one just here, there, and take it through this one and bring it to these ones here on top again, because thanks to Gigabyte I can. I'm going to leave the long one for my DVD drive. So I plug this one in here and go through this one again. And go to number 2. And up here I can actually see that number 2 is this one up here. Boom. So that's nearly everything connected. So you just press here, it opens up. And it's really easy to take these off because all you do is you move them to the side and they just pop off. This is Toolless, so you just click it to the side, open it up, and now you just put your DVD drive in, slide it in. It's pretty hard. There. Boom. That went in. And you just press down on this. There. lock it. See, Toolless is great because, I mean, what can go wrong? As you can see, the back is really messy, but that's really what it's supposed to be like because it's the front that you'll be seeing through the little window, which is great. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, exactly 4. So now I can use these things that I've modded, as I said. So the first 2 I'm going to put at the very bottom. And I'm going to use the power supply that I've modded to connect it to each and every one of the hard drives. It's going to be pretty hard to do so because... Oh, wait, it's not. It's going to be easy. So, while I'm connecting these, I'm going to talk a little more about what I'm going to be doing with this. So, in a minute, I will be installing Windows 10. I hope to be installing Windows 10 on this. Oh, great. Oh, great. It doesn't reach. There's no way this is going to reach. Unless I unscrew it, which I'm going to do later, and then plug that in. So, as you can see, these are all my cables. Now I have to close the lid somehow. It's going to be hard, but as I said, it's possible. HDD. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a pain. HDD. Can't connect it because of the USB thing. There. Now, on top of it will be the P-LED. The P-LED. It's so hard to see. This lighting is terrible. Okay, the P-LED plus and the P-LED minus. So the P-LED minus goes here. If they only could make that lighting bigger and my lighting better. If only there would have been sun today, but in Ireland there's no sun, so don't even try begging for it. And here the sun basically does not exist. There. P-LED plus and P-LED minus. No, PW power switch, maybe? I don't know. I'd say so. And then reset switch under it. Yeah, that would be correct. First of all, I'm going to connect the one under it because it's going to be impossible later on. There. And there. Now we're going to go back to trying and closing this, which is the hardest part of the build. It's not always something you can say, so watch it. Plus, it's not something you hear a lot, I hope. Oh, it closed! Well, that's nice. Okay, so now we're going to take our screws and screw them in at the back, finally. There, perfect. So, number 3 is right there. These are hard to connect because of the big cable of the... Oops. Up it goes and into here. Uh-oh. It's impossible that this won't fit, so I'm going to keep trying. I'm not taking no for an answer. There. Fit! Ha! That's because I didn't take no for an answer. Now, I can close this side, which will not be hard at all, but I want to be able to have a look at my amazing work of art, so I'm going to have to hide these cables somewhere. I'm actually going to stuff them in there, so they don't come out that easily, and same with this one. I'm actually going to stuff it under there, so I can't see it that much. Which isn't the best idea of all ideas, but it's an idea. Now this one I have nothing to do about, and this cable can stay like this. Just like that. And now I'm able to see my beautiful work of art through this window of the work of art. Now, the real time. Will it boot? Oh my god. It's gonna be such a pain if it doesn't boot. Because I'm not opening the back. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. It doesn't boot. So I took a lead I knew worked, and boom! It boots. But the real question is, does it post? Of course it does. And it sees all our disks. Now it's gonna boot from something I know it is. Yes, it's Windows 7. I see, it's Windows 7. But I don't want it to boot from Windows 7. I'm going to install Windows 8 on this. Oh, blue screen. So, good news, people. Look. It works. And it posts. I'm going to click delete to enter setup, and just to show you that the BIOS looks pretty old, but I'm actually going to have a look at my PC health status to see the temperature of my CPU. 27. Really good. This computer, hidden in there. See, that's the button. When I press it, it turns on. It's in there. Look. See? And that's the DVD drive. That is at 66 degrees Celsius. 24/7. Which is really bad. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like this. Now, I'm actually... Oh, System Smart Fan is enabled. Whoa, that's so cool. Okay, I was going to enable it. Now, so this is the BIOS, and so yeah. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you again in my next video. Peace out.